Hi, my name's Cornelia Duchess, and I'm here to talk to you about my obstacles with falling pregnant. So I'm going to take you right back to the start where after hubby and I got married, we wanted to have a baby. And once getting myself checked in and checked out, as I always knew that it was actually going to be hard for myself to fall pregnant, the conclusion came up that I had symptoms called PCOS or polycystic ovaries. It wasn't the full deal by the doctors, but they said that I had most of the symptoms of it. So once we went into trying to fall pregnant, most of the doctors said it wasn't going to be an issue and that, eventually I would be able to fall pregnant. And so came the time when I went to one of the hospitals here in Brisbane, and we went through the process of trying to fall pregnant. And I basically went through a system with charting, using my thermometer, checking my bowel temperature, and using Clomid and pessaries. And eventually, after 15 good cycles, we did happily fall pregnant with our firstborn, and everything went well. The pregnancy went as well as it could, and especially the birth. And we had healthy pregnancy and healthy boy. So after a couple of years, we did during that time want to have a second baby. At that time, we just went naturally, and we were lucky enough to fall pregnant, and everything went well. I didn't have to go through any sort of treatments. Had another healthy baby boy, and then after a while we had contemplated having a third baby. So after a while of doing normal conceiving as well, we did happen to fall pregnant, and everything we thought seemed well, but unfortunately after our scans and that, it showed that everything wasn't well, and that unfortunately I was having a miscarriage. So we went through the process, and at that stage, after the year, in 2021, we decided to try and keep conceiving just naturally. And at that stage, things just weren't actually going as planned. So it was becoming a major obstacle for myself. Because of my polycystic ovaries, what happens is that I have a really long period cycle, and that can last anywhere from 38 to 40 days. And so what happens is I'm unable to, if I am having my periods, it comes, but then I also might not ovulate. So it's unknowingly knowing if I'm ovulating or if I'm not ovulating. And then it's also, I had the dilemma of not knowing exactly how many eggs were maturing. So after the year, I went to my doctor and obviously talked about hubby and I had been trying to fall pregnant, and unfortunately nothing was working as well to planned. And at this stage, he had referred me to a fertility specialist for us to seek the other alternatives of trying to fall pregnant. Obviously, going down the path of fertility service is not something new to me or us, and I'm aware of the issues that I would need to go through in terms of testing that I needed to do. With myself, at that time, I was 40, turning 41, when we last fell pregnant, and now at this stage I'm 43, turning 44. So I really needed to know how many eggs I still had left, if my eggs were maturing, and also, if I was actually ovulating or dropping any eggs when I did ovulate it. So there was a couple of questions that I needed to know, we needed to find out. So I was lucky enough with the fertility specialist. I was trying to look for my doctor, and in the time that I finally got to them, it obviously had been a couple of years, so I don't really know what was happening. And I don't know if any of you have had any trouble in trying to reach out to some of the fertility specialists, and why I felt this time that it seemed like it was somewhere that I wasn't going with. So I was able to finally get in touch with somebody from the fertility center who then actually connected with me and started speaking to me about our alternatives. So at that stage, because of my age, you know, it came to a point where the nurses had started speaking to me about IVF. So if anybody else is out there, you know, who has been on IVF, you know, let me know in the comments what you think, especially at my age. If it's something that is necessary to go through, obviously it's something me and my husband, you know, want to have another child. Our last one maybe, but you know, let me know if you've ever gone on IVF, your journey that you've experienced. And at this stage, yes, for ourselves, the fertility nurses have let me know that it's something, you know, that is an option at this stage because of my age. And obviously because we're not quite sure, you know, how mature my eggs are or exactly how many eggs I will have left.